welcome students and future students. My name is Bobby Doss, and I am the owner of United Flight Systems. And I wanted to share really a newsletter via video. I had a lot to cover, didn't figure everybody would read the newsletter, so we wanted to put together this video and make sure you are all up to speed on some things that we're announcing, things we're making better for our students and the school, and just trying to keep everybody informed. First, I want to remind everybody that we internally talk about UFS to the fifth power often. And it really encompasses our 5 S's. And those 5 S's are safety, student, staff, school, self. We'll never waver on safety. We'll always put our students' goals first. We take great care of our staff. And then those 3 things will take care of the school. And as long as we put ourselves last, we're going to be in good shape for many, many years to come. So speaking of student goals, what are we doing to help? We have been working really for 9 or 10 months now on something that I've branded the Student Success Team. We've gone through some iterations, we've learned a lot. Today that team is led by Abby Young. She also leads our dispatch team as well. Abby has really 4 team members that work on the Student Success Team today, and we're continuing to polish up our policies and the way we're going to work with our students. But Anita Johansson joined the team last week. Amani Masani joined the team this week. Amelia's been here for about 7 or 8 months now, working as our bookkeeper and helping me accomplish all of my goals. And then we have Kennedy DeVille, who is a dispatcher and part-time member of the Student Success Team as well. All of those team members are here to help you achieve your goals, and we're going to continue to communicate how you're supposed to work with and use them. Today, they're starting their journey with new students, and then we're going to incorporate how we manage and help current students as well as we move forward in the future with student success. How we're going to do that is we want to hear from you. So if you want to work with or talk to the Student Success Team, you want to spend some time with me, you're not sure we know your goals or deadlines or what's working or not working, you're having scheduling issues, there's roadblocks to your training like stage checks or check rides. We're familiar with all these things, but we want to hear directly from each and every one of you about what we can do to help you accomplish your goals, knock down those roadblocks, and be successful. So if you will, you can go to Calendly/Bobby Doss, and you'll see an opportunity to schedule a meeting with me and our Student Success Team so that we can understand your goals and help you be successful. You can also request a training review there. So there's really 2 types of meetings. One where we just want to hear from you. If you have concerns about your goals, etc., let's talk about them. But if you need a training review, you feel like you're stuck, you feel like things may or may not be working with the team, you think that you have a stage check that's not getting scheduled, that would be a training review where we'd sit down with you and talk about why you're having to repeat lessons or why things aren't going at the pace you think they're supposed to go. You can also schedule a training review there with me, Jay, and the team, the Student Success Team. We will be happy to participate in a training review with you as well. Currently, I think the biggest problem for any flight school is really training records and how those are maintained. I think we do an excellent job in our 141 school, and I think we're still a little laissez-faire in our Part 61 school. And I think it's a 2-way street. I think it's students and our staff. Today, no longer is your CFI allowed to end a lesson without completing your training records and entering them in Flight Schedule Pro and making sure you are aware with that. So you can expect the last 12 to 18 minutes of your lesson will be a post-flight conversation. It'll be considered pre-post, and you will be charged for it, but that will be something that you get and know whether you're on track or not on track. It is critical that you know what to do. I've done some testing over the last few weeks with dispatchers and myself, asking students, what are you working on today? And the large majority of you are coming in just to fly. That is not going to help you accomplish your goals. You have to come in with a plan. Your CFI needs to have a plan, and that's all handled via our syllabus in Flight Schedule Pro. It's at your fingertips when you register or create a reservation. So please, please, please use that and know that I am making it mandatory that our flight instructors post-flight conversation with you and wrap up that session by grading your skills for that lesson and making sure they assign homework and the next lesson for your next reservation. We've been working for a long time on check rides. Last year we did over 170 successful check rides. This year we're on track to do many more than that. We've got great relationships with DPEs, but we still find the problem is with the qualification of both you and the aircraft, and that is why we are requiring hold short sessions. A hold short session is really your last mock check ride. We all want to do the mock flight, but no one wants to do the mock ground portion where we qualify you. It is going to be required. We're giving you a full check ride notebook with all the important details that you need to fill out and be prepared prior to that hold short session. You're going to do that hold short session with a senior flight instructor or one of our assistant chiefs, and you are going to come out of that knowing you are going to be qualified and ready to go for the oral exam portion of your check ride. And I know for a fact that once you get endorsed, you're going to be ready for the flight portion. So the hold short sessions are no longer going to be optional, and you will be required to do that hold short session and be ready for that check ride. When you finish a hold short session, we are going to schedule your check ride within 14 days of that hold short session. It seems like a tall task, but I commit that we will get those scheduled, barring weather or maintenance, and you will do your check ride within 14 days of completing that hold short session. We are also announcing Aviators Advantage. We've been in a beta program with something that we've been calling Aviators Advantage for a number of months. I think we've worked out all the kinks. And what is Aviators Advantage? It is a concierge service, really, where our team, primarily our student success team, is going to work with students that want to be a part of Aviators Advantage and guarantee that you're going to get 3 sessions a week with our team and with our fleet. How's that going to work? We're going to block your schedule in advance, T-minus 10 days, and you are going to be expected to come to that session. Aviators Advantage has a flyer that we're going to put in the comments of this video, a link to that flyer, and then you will be able to review that. There is a small cost with Aviators Advantage. Included will be a 4-flight Performance Plus plan. That is going to be including all of our fleet. All of our aircraft will be in that plan with you, so you can log in to 4Flight, see all the performance metrics, weight and balance, etc. of our fleet. You're going to have access to all of our documents like our maneuvers guide, etc. And then you're going to get 33% off the simulator, which means you're going to be allowed to fly the simulator for $50 an hour instead of $75 an hour. And all of that's going to be included, plus managed scheduling and performance planning with you as a student to help you achieve your goals and get done faster, guaranteed stage checks and guaranteed check rides, all that for only $175 a month. It's not a requirement, but you will get on the schedule guaranteed 3 times a week, and you will hopefully achieve your goals faster and more economically with that plan in place. What has caused the schedule to be such a mess? Well, I really truly believe that it has been the free-for-all, and we're doing 2 things to solve for that. So we are going to create a new cancellation policy. Today, we've created the behavior with our current cancellation policy, where if you want to, you can book whatever you want forever into the future, and all you have to do is cancel within 24 hours, and you won't be charged. So what do we see? We see a lot of people canceling 24 or 36 hours before their reservation, and it doesn't give us the opportunity to fill that schedule and give it to the students that want to be on the schedule. So we are restricting some of the reservations and some of the way you book planes today and the way that those cancellations can occur. First off, the cancellation policy. The cancellation policy is changing from a 24-hour policy to a 72-hour policy. How are we going to manage that? So if you cancel a reservation prior to 72 hours to your reservation, you will not be charged the cancellation fee. Within 48 hours to 72 hours, you will be charged $25. We don't want to make this money. We want you to schedule what you're going to use and use those events as you see fit. Within 24 hours to 48 hours, you're going to be charged a $75 fee for that cancellation. And then if you choose to cancel within 24 hours, you are going to be required to pay the entire instructor rate for that entire reservation. So if you had a 2.5 hour block made, you're going to be charged for that reservation. If you don't want to cancel and you want to come in, great, we'd love to have you. We want you to come in. If you do no-show, you don't call us and you no-show, or you call us last minute within 1 hour of that reservation, you will be charged an additional $100 on top of that instructor fee for that scheduled lesson that you had. Again, keep in mind, we do not want you to spend any of this money. We do not want to collect any of this money. All we want you to do is reserve what you're going to use and use what you reserve, And if you do that, we're going to all be in a better spot. The schedule will be used better for all of our students and be able to be consumed by our flight instructors who are here to build time, make money, and support their family. This will also be for rentals. So if you have a rental and you cancel within if you cancel within 72 hours, there will be a $25 fee, $75 fee, and then a $100 fee if you no-show. Obviously, those assets are very important to our team, and if you're going to rent, we just want you to make sure you use the plane that you rented. Last-minute cancellations will be charged if the weather is good. Of course, we're not going to force you to fly in weather that's not inside of your personal minimums, but if you were to call and say, hey, this 3-knot crosswind today is not what I want to fly in because it's bad weather, that will change the restrictions that you have on your rentals in future flights as well. So keep that in mind. We're not going to be hard on you. We want you to be able to do what you need to do in our fleet, but we're also going to make sure that we maximize that fleet for our staff and obviously our students. We also introduced block scheduling on July 1st, which has made a huge impact to our schedule, both how many hours are available in our planes and our instructors each day. Block scheduling is our attempt to maximize the schedule for our students and our instructors. We're only going to schedule flights from 8 a.m. to 10:30, 10:30 to 1. Everybody's going to take a lunch break from 1 to 1:30. Then we're going to fly again from 1:30 to 4, 4 to 6:30, and 6:30 to 9 p.m. Those are the standard blocks. We can make exceptions, but we're not going to make exceptions and allow people to start flying at 9 a.m., for example, where it throws the whole schedule off. And we have big gaps in both flight instructor schedules and aircraft schedules for the rest of the day. If you don't block your schedule from 8 to 10:30, 10:30 to 1, 1:30 to 4, 4 to 6:30, and 6:30 to 9 p.m., we will move your schedule and we will not allow you to fly in some special block. If you have a longer cross country that you need to fly, you're going to need to take 2, possibly 3 blocks, but you will have to stay in the confines of our block scheduling. Finally, role changes are going to be coming. You're going to see in Flight Schedule Pro that you're not going to be able to cancel reservations within 72 hours. You are going to have to call our dispatch team to take those off the schedule. You will no longer be able to call a flight instructor to be able to remove those reservations. Flight instructors are no longer able to make reservations for you. And what we have found is because of cancellations and the flexibility with CFIs and students being able to book whatever they wanted to book, the schedule's just gotten out of hand. So moving forward, renters and students will not be able to book anything greater than 42 days out. So 43 days from now, you will not be able to book anything on the schedule. We are not going to remove anything that's out there effective now, but we will not allow you to book anything greater than 42 days out moving forward. And you will not be allowed to have more than 8 reservations of reserve if you were solely a pilot renter and not enrolled in a class that you are taking training with us. If you are enrolled in a class and you're taking training with us, that will be something that you're going to be allowed to reserve up to 15 reservations, assuming you're training 3 times a week. You will not be able to cancel and you will not be able to book more than 42 days in advance moving forward based on some role changes. There'll be some other subtle things that you probably won't even notice, but the goals are to make the schedule more open for all of our students so that everyone has access, including our CFIs, to those aircraft and to those planes moving forward. If you want some help with your scheduling, obviously Aviators Advantage is an option. If there's any problems or concerns that you see with anything that we're changing, we want to hear from you. We've polled and talked to a lot of students, but we're not perfect. We don't expect to be perfect. You can reach me by sending me an email personally. You can send it to Bobby, B-O-B-B-Y, at unitedflight.com. And if you want, you're welcome to call my cell phone, 832-259-5874. Please do not send that a text message. I won't know who you are. I won't know how to help you. And I probably will lose track of that text message. So please just call. If you're going to reach out via cell phone, please just call me. Again, my contact information is on the screen. And if you want to talk to me, I'd love to hear from you. As always, we want to appreciate you for your business. We look forward to seeing you around the flight school. Fly safely. Don't forget to listen to the podcast and stay behind the prop.